Welcome to the Hoops. Oh God, I see. That's how long it's been since I've done that other podcast. welcome to the Pharaoh's realm. I'm your host, BlackPharoah, and we are going to leave that little hiccup in to start because this is the great way to start that's right. This is the great way to start the podcast. So, again. Welcome to the Pharaoh's Realm podcast. I'm your host, BlackPharoah, and I have an exciting guest today. And you just heard from the laughter that we just started with me joking. But this is how we are on stream. But this is I call him my big little brother because I met him streaming. I was on Facebook gaming, and I was just going around looking at different streams. And I jumped in his stream. I was like, all right, yo, let me check this guy out. And he had no audio playing. And mind you, so I look at his chat, and I'm like, yo, these people are in there chatting in his chat, and nobody told him his audio wasn't working. So I hung out for a little bit. I'm like, yo, your audio isn't working. Your audio isn't working. So I finally left, and then he came in my stream, and he's talking to me, and he's like, yo, I'm the guy who you told the audio wasn't working. So from that point off, we just hit it off. We play a lot of cards together, and I call him my big little brother because if you ever watch any of my streams, and I'm playing with him, he'll ping somebody, he like, yo, enemy over here, and then he kills him in like 2 seconds. So he'll ping an enemy, I used to run all the way over there, and by the time I go, oh, he's down. So I'm like, why the hell did I run over here anyway? So without further ado, let me introduce the big little brother, DMO 777 Gaming.
How everybody doing?
Yeah, man. I hope everybody's doing good. But that's a funny story of how we met. And like I said, we game a whole lot. It's a lot of fun. And we have two common themes that we have is one, when you watch us play, you're not going to necessarily see a 20 kill game, a 6-win stream, but you're going to get a lot of good content. There's a clip that's on my YouTube right now with us playing with another set of streamers who will be on the podcast next week, and we're fighting each other because we thought each other was the enemy. It was the funniest thing ever. So you got to go on my YouTube page and you got to look for this clip. But again, when you
still be laughing at that,
dude, that was so funny. And the thing is, that's the kind of content that me and him, when we play together, it's fun content. And what it does is that it breaks up the norm, the stress. Like a lot of people stress over, not having a lot of wins, not having a lot of, 20 kill matches. Like people stress over that. And I'm like, you ain't got to stress. You just got to have fun with the game. And that's why I enjoy playing with his brother, whether it's COD, whether it's Rogue, whether it's Escape from Tarkov, because he killed me. As a matter of fact, in Escape from Tarkov, he got a kill and he killed me. So again, but that's the fun part of our content that I really enjoy. So again, let me introduce you guys again to the House of DMO, as we like to call them as well. So
the house is here, man. We here, man.
So let me start with the first question that I ask everybody who comes onto the podcast. What game was the first game to get you started in gaming? Not streaming, but gaming.
Gaming, period.
Gaming, period. When you said you played this game and you was like, okay, I love gaming from here on out.
So I'm gonna say, I think when I was about 7 or 8 years old, I was a kid. I was young. And we went over by my cousin's house. And, I didn't know nothing about the consoles, the Nintendos, or anything like that. So it was my first time I actually seen a Nintendo, the classic, the NES classic. And so my first game that drew me was the Duck Hunt. You know how you got shoot the TV? So, as a kid, shoot the TV. So that's what draws me into gaming. And I started liking game. I said, Mama, I want that. I need that. So the Duck Hunt started me, and as far as started gaming.
Wow.
So that's when I became a gamer.
And that makes a lot of sense right now why this guy is such a killer in these first-person shooter games, because he started with a first-person shooter with Duck Hunt where you had to aim, you had to shoot, you had to be, you had to have precision shooting and eyesight, and that kind of makes sense with everything with how he plays right now. This is why he's such a good gamer. What's up?
And then another one was that I think it came with the 4 games on that. I think it came with Duck Hunt, the track. You know, you had the little power pad. You got the
Yeah. Okay, so yeah.
They had that, and I was like, "What is that?" And it was matching with the pad on the TV. You know,
the track and field. That was the track and field game. Yeah, because we can only play it at certain times because you're running and you're stomping on your neighbors below you and stuff. So we can only play it at a certain time.
It was in an apartment too. I'm down there in East Texas, in a country town called Wascom, Texas.
Wow. So you
one high school.
Wow.
in the whole town. One high school, elementary, middle school. And I was young, dude, so I'm like, my mom and them, they all went to that school. They all graduated at the same building.
Wow.
But that being said, it was one apartment across the street. And that was the apartment. I thought we was going to bust through the floor.
So basically you lived like what you saw on that movie Friday Night Lights. Like when football came around, the whole town was at that football game. And
exactly.
So tell me, so tell me about that. What was that experience like? Because again, I'm from New York City, so everything is moving and shaking. So how was it coming up in a small town like that?
Well, I really didn't come up. That's where my parents are from.
Oh,
They're from that little town.
Okay.
So, but I was always in the summertime. You know, hey, your mama seen you up grandma's house for the whole summer.
Gotcha.
And you don't see them until 8 months later. I was like, mama, really? You know,
you're going with your granny down in Texas.
She abandoned me. Nah, but yeah, that's how it was. And, all the cousins and stuff. We was all in, all the cousins. We had, I got a big family, so our cousins was over there at grandmama's house. Wow, man. In the night playing games, watching scary movies, and my older cousin was scared the hell out of us because my grandma stay in front of a graveyard and stuff.
Wow.
And we was bad. Me and my cousin were bad. He said, all right, if you be bad, I'm gonna see you to that grave. We was like, ooh, we don't want to go to the graveyard.
Right.
Stuff like that. But yeah, as growing up, it taught me how to appreciate what I have.
Right.
As far as that, I see them how they have to live. They didn't have the best though, but it taught me to humble myself too as well.
Right. And like I said, and I come from a big family as well, so I kind of know that aspect. And I had older cousins. Shout out to my cousin Lori that used to terrorize me as a kid.
Yeah,
locking me in the room where my cousin Michelle had a picture of a clown in her bedroom, and I was terrified of that clown. And she would push me in that room and close the door and then hold the knob. And so shout out to all the cousins who be out there torturing the little cousin though. I'm pretty sure some of us will get you back. One day I'm gonna get Lori back. So. All right, so go ahead.
No, go ahead. I was just reiterating on the bit, but that's the game I played, the duck hunt. That's what started me.
That makes sense. So throughout your gaming history, so you started with Nintendo, obviously. So what are some of the other consoles or maybe PCs from back in the days that you would play on?
So I remember me playing on Nintendo Entertainment System.
Mm-hmm.
It came after Super Nintendo. I had that.
Okay.
Playing Yoshi World, Yoshi, Super Mario Brothers, Donkey Kong Country 1, 2, and 3.
Wow. Yeah.
And Nintendo 64. I had that. Oh yeah, and I had you remember the little deal you put around your head? It was called the R Zone.
Nah, I don't remember
one eye. It was like a little deal. It's kind of like a Terminator type deal. It had a game on it. You could see like the eye. It had. You gotta Google it.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna go. No.
I had that.
Learn something new.
It was an action game too. Yeah, the R Zone. I had that. At the Sega Dreamcast.
Yeah. Dreamcast was
Sega.
Yeah, Dreamcast was the Dreamcast. We talked about this previously, but Dreamcast was ahead of its time. Dreamcast to me is what the Xbox One and now that Series X is now. They were so far ahead of their time.
Yeah, but I actually like the Dreamcast. It was that Sonic game that was on there.
Yeah, the Sonic game was good. I played. That's why I started with 2K. With 2K basketball got big on.
I actually like the Dreamcast, but it didn't. It didn't last long. That era went quick.
Yeah, because the graphics was at that time the graphics was so unreal on that system, and like I said, playing 2K football, my friend's dad thought we was watching a real game. To him, it just looked so real, almost close to realistic with the movements and stuff.
That was our HD.
Yeah,
back then that was 1080 back then.
Yeah, that was probably the like I said, it was just ahead of it, just way ahead of its time. That I kind of think that technology is what the Xbox is now to a certain extent, but they just obviously took off on it. But again, that was ahead of its time. So you're saying you had the Dreamcast, you had the regular Sega Master System. Did you have Sega Genesis? You said
I had Sega Genesis and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, I had that, and then started out. I never had the PlayStation 1.
Really? You missed out on the PlayStation 1.
PlayStation 1, but I had the PlayStation 2.
Yeah, PlayStation. Yeah,
and then up from there, it went up from there, and then around 95 and 96, my mom bought the first computer, Windows 95, and the first game I played on that was Duke Nukem.
Duke Nukem. Okay.
Duke Nukem was my favorite. Now that's a classic.
Yeah, I never got it. The whole Duke Nukem Zoom type and Wolfenstein, that all kind of missed me with that. But I know a lot of people that still one of those three games. There's a lot of people that one of those three games is their favorite, and that's one of the three games back in the 90s that everybody started on. Is either Doom, Duke Nukem, or Wolfenstein. It was always one of because they was kind of the same. Yeah. Yeah,
Doom too. Doom. Yeah, I played Doom, and then Oregon Trail, I think.
Okay.
It was called Oregon Trail.
Yeah, I heard of that.
Yeah.
Wow.
And see, the reason why Duke Nukem had drawn me, around that time, Duke Nukem had nudity in the game. So like, that's the reason why I'm like, hey, it was, how Duke Nukem is. I had played that game.
I know.
I didn't know. I said, well, man, that's cool on a computer. Shoot.
Yeah, because
that's what brought me into PC. That's how I learned how to be an IT support, I messed up the computer and all that, and my mom's computer, and try to fix it before she come home.
Yeah,
and all that with doing all that stuff I ain't supposed to be doing. So
yes, sir.
Yes,
sir. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was the same way, taking stuff apart. I made surround sound in my house before it was surround sound. I figured out how to run the audio, the white and red cord out of the back of the TV into the stereo, and we had surround sound. And my grandmother, I blew her mind with it. She was like, what do you do? I think, how did you do that? And I said, I just hooked this up to this and boom, hit a button, and all of a sudden HBO was coming through the speakers, and it was just like, so every time we watched a movie thereafter, it was always had, like I said, it was surround sound before it was surround sound. So I know what it's like to be that technology prodigy in the household, because then now all of a sudden you become the household IT. Like everybody's calling you for their computer problems, or they calling you. My mom, and let me tell you a quick funny story. My mom, God bless her, she called me to troubleshoot. She had satellite TV, and I was working for a cable company, and she calls me to troubleshoot. So I'm troubleshooting with her, going through stuff, and then I'm like, "Ma, what do you have?" She said, "I have DirecTV." I'm like, I work for the cable company. Call DirecTV. Like, what are you calling? What are you calling me for?
Really bootlegging.
Yeah, I'm like, what are you calling me for? Call DirecTV. Like, I can't fix that problem. But again, I know that feeling. When you're the family IT person, because I still get the calls. I'm like, all right, come on.
I get a call, yeah. Oh, and then you can tell you love it because you don't get irritated when they do call you. That's how you know when you have a passion for something, you don't mind doing it.
Nah, not at all.
Because I get calls every other day, antivirus, this. Is this safe? Is this email safe? Is the email safe?
Right, but you say no after they already opened it. It's like, I opened this email. Was it safe?
Yeah, you open it when you need to buy antivirus then, because they key logging yo.
They got you. They got you for sure. It's for sure. So
that's the consoles I played on though.
Wow, like I said, man. Yeah, that PC, like I said, Windows people, these kids nowadays won't understand the struggles of when I started with a Tandy computer that had DOS on it, and then I eventually upgraded it to Windows 3.1 where it was just the folders on there. And then like I said, my early gaming experience, you had to put like I had a Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego game. And the damn thing came with like it came with like 8 discs. So every time I progressed, I had to take one disc and say, put this 2 in, put this 3. And I'm like, and you had to keep switching. Like they'll never understand the real struggle of PC gaming. So I definitely can appreciate that, man.
Man, I used to get mad on that Carmen Sandiego. Could nobody never find her?
Well, she was always the last person, but she was always the hardest person. You had to be quick.
Exactly. It's like,
you had to be quick.
She right there. Like literally. Like right there.
Yeah, exactly. You'd be right on her heels.
It was late. It'd be like every episode they can't find Carver San Diego. Like really?
Yeah, I got into the TV show when it came on a little after, and my kids were smaller then when it, excuse me, when they started running the cartoon. So I got to see the cartoon develop and stuff, and I tell people all the time that was such a great educational game for me because I learned about different countries, different types of monies, things like that. So, people, these kids, again, jumping into Fortnite, they'll never understand the appreciation of some of these educational games that really, enlightened our generation. So,
right, exactly.
So let me ask you this: what game from the past would you like to see brought back to life in 2021? If there's one game that you can go back in the past and bring back, what would it be?
Ooh. I'm gonna have to say from the past. You remember that game called Meteor Man?
Meteor Man. Is it Meteor Man or Metro? I don't know why I'm thinking Metroid.
Metro something. Yeah.
Metroid.
Yes, that game right there. That was one of my favorites too.
Yeah. Metroid was game. Metroid.
I would like to see them make a good 2021 PC version, like, I
never thought about it. Like, you know what, that game would be interesting with what they could do now, with the characters and the enemies and the way he would jump.
Man.
Wow, I never thought about that game coming back, and that because I was thinking SOCOM, some other game, but that game coming back. I can see that. I can really, 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 really see that. I can really see that. So let's talk about your streaming for a second. So as I said earlier, you started on Facebook Gaming, and I know you've done some streaming on Twitch. But what's one thing that your streaming community may not know about you? What's one thing that they may not know about you?
They may not know I'm a musician.
Do tell. Give us some details.
See, I'm a keyboardist. I've been playing off and on for I'm gonna say about 15 to 20 years around that time.
Wow.
So I play at a church.
Okay.
I'm a mime instructor. I do mime.
Really?
With the white face? Yeah.
Yeah. No. All right. So
I have a video. I have a video on YouTube right now. You go to my YouTube page. It's probably be the first video. You should go through my video history. But yeah.
No, I'm gonna make sure for that. I'm gonna make sure for that. So, okay. So let's talk about that for a second. So, how does one become a mime instructor? Like, how do you start that? Because obviously there's no talking and nothing like that. So
no, it's not talking.
So how do you start that? Like that's kind of I'm interested because I knew about the piano thing. I knew about that, but now you're giving me something good because I did not know that. So how do you get started in that?
Well, it started. Well, I'm gonna go back to high school. So in high school, I originated a step team in Mesquite, Texas, called J5H step team, and I had a girl group and I had a boy group. The girl group was called YLPA, which stands for Young Ladies with Positive Attitude.
Okay.
And the boys called FBI, Flawless Boys Incorporated. So me and other classmates, it was 4 or 5 of our classmates, we established a organization at the high school. The first new high school in Mesquite called John Horton High School in Mesquite, Texas. It was built in 2000. Yeah. About 99, 2000, we was the first graduating class from that school. So,
nice.
The school, brand new. We needed some stuff, organization. So right. I was in. So I was a stepper. I'm a stepper.
Okay.
Did I pledge? No, I didn't pledge. That's fun. I did not pledge in college or nothing.
Wow. But you did step in.
I did step. I know how to teach all this stuff like that. So. Back to the mom thing. So when I graduated, that's where I met my classmate, my wife, which is my wife now, Brittany. And so she was her dad is is the pastor of the church and all that kind of stuff like that. And so Brittany knew me. Oh, you step. So church. She's like, okay, we got a praise dance team. They praise dance. So you know what that is. Praise dance with music. Liturgical type dance, and then they had drill team there. So I incorporated. I said, do y'all have a mime team? So I started a Mime. Well, I started a Mime team at the church. Me and my wife did. So that's what started us in Mime. We started watching videos, tutorial videos, and instruction videos. We went to like a convention. It's called National Baptist Country Convention. They have it once a year, just like the esport convention, like they have every year. They have one for like churches and stuff like that. But that being said, but yeah, that's how I got into Mime and stuff like that. Because of my dance technique, you know, I dance and stuff like that too as well. So as far as movement, and I incorporated all the hip hop stuff, I guess, in my moves into a Mime. And so I started learning how to teach Mime and learning where it came from, where it originated from, and all that stuff. So that's how I did it.
Wow, that, like I said, I mean, you know, and I know when we show the recording on video, people won't be able to see my reaction too much, but that's interesting, man, because like I said, I did not know that. Like, I'm learning something new about the House of DMO, and that's interesting. Like I said, that's not anything you would hear in everyday life, but the way you kind of merge the two worlds is like, I can't wait to when this is over. While I'm editing the sound for the audio piece, I'm actually gonna go pull this up on YouTube, and if you don't mind, I'm gonna put it in the in the link to the podcast. So everybody that's listening on Anchor or whatever platform you're on, or if you're on YouTube, in the description I will have I will get the link from DMO and I will add it so we can watch it. Let's give this man some likes. Let's give him some subscriptions.
Do all that. No. We do. That's the reason why I call it the House of DMO. You know, on my Discord, I call it the House of DMO because I want everybody to be able to be welcome.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know, some Discords only it's only meant for gaming. But I want my Discord be meant for everything, which gaming. If you got talents, a talent section, a tech support section, drawing, arts, poems. I want all that in my Discord because you know this the House of DMO. That's what the House of DMO represents, multi-talent.
Right, caters to everybody. No, like I said, that makes that. Like I said, man, you're in this instance. Like I said, we've been gaming for months now. And,
right.
And I'm like I said, now I feel like I'm meeting you for the first time because I'm learning and hearing all this good stuff. But this is all good, man. This is all good, man. This is all good. So so when you're not streaming, actually, let me come back to that. So during your streaming journey, what are some of the challenges that you've had to overcome?
My streaming journey is it's engaging. You know, it's kind of hard to engage, like, you know, on stream when nobody's, you know, not even watching you or whatever. But now I realize I came to the point where I don't even look at the viewership or whatever.
Right.
I do it because I enjoy it or whatever. Yeah. You know, the biggest challenges, and then another challenge is, you know, just getting a PC. Starting, you know, because I see this guy. I say, "Oh man, what kind of PC guy? How he running that game, and I can't run it on this computer back here."
Right.
That's my first gaming PC. That Mac right there. And I was cloud gaming when I started stream. It was called Cloud PC.
I've heard of that.
I use Cloud PC, and then it has everything that a regular PC game come. You just pay a subscription. I had the new GTX. I think it was 2080 or something like that. They had 2 terabytes. It comes with 2 terabytes on the cloud.
On the cloud. Wow.
So that's what started me, because I only been gaming for going on 2 years now. So I ain't been gaming that long on PC gaming.
Okay. Okay.
But yeah, that's what started me. That was my first PC game right there, back there in the back, which I see.
Okay.
Yeah. And I made it into a PC game, and I connected a dual monitor to it. So I kind of had, like, you know.
So what are you gaming on right now? Like, what are just a couple of specs off the top of your head? I know, because I know when it comes to PC specs, it's a lot to remember.
Right now, I'm gaming on a thermal tape. On a what's the my motherboard? I can't even think. I done got brain froze. But basically, I'm gaming on a i7.
I said, okay.
Unlocked 97K. If I'm 87 or 97K, 9700K. 32 gigabytes of RAM. Running on the RTX 3060 Super.
Okay.
I have the Thermaltake liquid coolant on there. 3 monitors, 2 gaming monitors.
Okay.
You done got the Go XLR, the iPad. The camera.
Yeah. So what kind of camera you got?
It's a Nikon D3400.
Nikon D34. Okay, because I mean I've watched your stream and that seems to give good quality coming out of it too.
Oh yeah. On the video app, yeah. So that's what I've been building it up and stuff like that.
And you built that machine yourself, right?
I built it myself. That's my second PC I built, and then I'm glad you said that because the other things I do sound and engineering too at my church as well.
Okay.
So I built the sound system at the church, So I built that PC there. So we stream because they don't know. They don't know how to the resource to go streaming.
Right.
So how I do it here, how I stream here, I do it there.
Oh, okay.
Same exact way.
Okay, so
I'm using OBS at the church.
Wow. So what's
some alerts and stuff?
So what platform? So what platform does the church stream to?
Facebook Gaming.
Really? Well, Facebook
Restream.
Wow.
I use Restream there.
Okay, so you're basically a producer, man. Basically. Between the music, and again, going to the house of DMO. So you're basically a music producer. You're a dance instructor, and a video. So you got everything covered. You got everything covered.
Videos there. I do the camera there. Then sound.
Now I did see on your socials that you did a wedding recently and you did the lights and stuff for that. Tell me about that. Like how was that?
That's run by my cousin. His name is Christian Mitchell. They call him AKA Dr. Beats. So he's a DJ.
Okay.
And then along with my other cousin, he does the it's called B&E Sound Lab. Because so he have his own speakers system, everything for a wedding venue, for a concert. We have it all, and so my cousin came up with us getting together and coming up with our own company called All Inline Events. So we named us All Inline Events. Where we do weddings, we do parties, and it ain't just no regular party. You'd be like sorority parties and stuff they hosted and.
Yeah, because that wedding was lit, man. I saw the lights and I saw the smoke and stuff. I was like, they got the whole. They got the whole.
Yeah, y'all need to book.
I didn't even book y'all, man. Y'all about to be the Tyler Perrys of the Midwest. All y'all need is a sound stage. Y'all can run plays, shoot movies. I mean, it sounds like.
Yeah. So when I'm not streaming, I'm always doing something. Yeah.
Wow.
And at the same time, I still, I still try to make time for the family. The wife, kids.
Nah, listen, man. The term usually goes jack of all trades, master of none. But I don't think that fits you. I think you are the master of all trades because you just have your hands in everything, and it seems like everything you touch, everything you touch just turns to gold, and that's good to see and hear. And because a lot of times people just think that streaming should be your only source of income, and it's hard. I mean, it takes some of these guys 10, 15 years to build a channel, but it sounds like I said, I still can't wait to go on and see the Mime video. I'm still so fascinated by that. I can't wait. But like I said, man, it sounds.
And then you will see me and my wife. She did it too, so you'll see her behind me. We both there miming. Praising the Lord.
No, listen, man. Listen, I'm gonna throw you an idea out there, and all I want is a small part in it. But you need to do a movie that speaks to that, where a young kid, because it's something.
I thought about that too.
You don't hear about that
a long time ago.
You don't hear about that in the church, like people doing the miming, to the Lord's word. And I think, honestly, I'm not making fun of this. I think that's good, and that's something different. And that would be a heck of a story for you guys to write it up, shoot it, maybe, use the church, but shoot it and make it like a straight to video type deal. And I'm telling you, man, something like that would be so interesting because it's a story that's never been told. Yeah. And if anybody out there listening tries to do it, this show is copyrighted, so the idea came from here. So you can't say you thought of it first. So, but I think you should. Exactly. I think with your talents, man, and like I said, I've known you for a while now, and now I'm just like, we're just taking it to another level. I cannot see. I can foresee you writing a script for this. I can see it. I can see you writing a script. You putting it together, you shooting it. Like you just have that technical mind that you're doing the musical score for it. Your cousin's doing the lights. Your other cousin doing the music. Like, and make it a family thing, man. I think you should consider that, man. I think that would be a great.
Yeah, and we do stuff together. We always do stuff like that together. And then on top of that, that's the reason why I put 777 in my name. If based on everything I do. Because 77 means for me, it's a number of completion. Where you got with the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost.
Right.
So you read the Bible, so number of completion and stuff like that. I know you heard the term lucky number 7 and all that with gambling and stuff like that. It's not really meant for that. It's really meant, I ain't for to try to go to church with y'all.
No.
That's why I put 777 on them because I want to stay blessed. Because God favored me. You know what I'm saying? He's watching me through all this. All this is his.
I like that. And God, this is because I use Pharaoh in my name. Don't get mad at me. I'm not that Pharaoh from the Bible. I'm a good Pharaoh, I promise.
The good Pharaoh.
I'm the good Pharaoh. Yes. I'm not that Pharaoh. So I like that, man.
Go.
Yeah, I'm gonna let them go. All right, I ain't holding nobody. Listen, man, you know me. I don't hold nobody back, man. I share the love. So but that's it. That's. Like I said, I don't think I've ever asked.
DMO 777.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever asked that question. But I'm glad that we're having this conversation on this platform. That I'm learning all this new stuff, and it's like, wow, I never thought about that.
Exactly.
So let me ask you this now. Again, this ain't in the streaming world. What changes would you like to see happen in streaming? Like, what would you like to see? From where it is now, where would you like to see it go?
I would like to see, of course, I would like to get partnership somewhere, one of these platforms, as of right now, I really haven't really just thought about it because, I just do it for like a hobby too, as well.
Right.
But at the same time, I like to perfect what I do, so just in case something pops up, I'm ready.
Right.
I'm here, And I'm still learning a lot how to do stuff. Like my biggest challenges is setting up, moderator, like the little bots and stuff. They do the chats, this stuff. It's so tedious and
yes,
it's so much it's a lot going in and how you want your overlays, how you want your stream to look and stuff like that. And
now, like I said, man, first of all, Chad, this man has an introduction that sounds like a radio host that does it. Yeah. Actually, go ahead and play it for the people. Go ahead. It should come through.
You're rocking with the best. DMO 777. Where my gamers at?
Now, everybody there's nobody listening or watching this stream that cannot say that they heard that man's voice on some radio somewhere. And this man got his own little. I like that, man. I like that. I like that.
You have to think outside the box,
Dude, when you play that on the stream, I think me, you, Marisol, and Sweets were playing. I was like, what the hell was that? Like, I was like, that was fire. I was like, this man got his own.
I play a lot of music on my stream.
This man got his own radio drop on his. And again, outside of the movie that we just talked about, and now the radio announcement, do not go out there and copy this man. This man is the original. So anybody that comes after it, we know where you heard it first. We know where you got it from first. Because that right there is the ultimate promote. Like, I'm always thinking of different ways to promote my stream and stuff like that. And I think with that, you just found the ultimate way. Like I said, like if anybody watching your stream, or even if you do it on a social, it sounds like it dude, that right there was probably one of the best things that you've done, and you've done a lot of great things, but I put that at the top of the heap because I was like, dude, that was fire. I mean, I like your socials. And again, if you watch him on Instagram, you know, he has the box set up that tells the story about what's going on with his Instagram post or whatever. And I thought that was I thought that was the most creative thing that I saw you do until you topped that with that radio announcement. That radio announcement again was fire. That was nobody's doing. And again, I watch a lot of streamers, you know, and you watch a lot. As a matter of fact, I think DMO knows every streamer on every platform, because every time I hop into a channel, DMO's, I'm like, DMO's like, or better yet, they hop in his channel. I'm like, then you know this person? Then you know this person? I'm like, well, they like, who doesn't know and that's a compliment, because first of all, that speaks to the strength of you as a person, that these other streamers come into your stream and support you. I think that speaks volumes, because again, and I say this within our community a lot of us don't support each other like we should. But it's nice to see when you see a streamer that's getting that love from all the other streamers out there, you know, from, you know, whether they were, you know, former, you know, like Mixer was the truth, man. And let's speak to that for a second, man. I loved being on, well, you were on Mixer, right?
I was on Mixer for 2 months.
Right before it shut down?
Yeah. Okay. I streamed a couple of times on Mixer, but that was it. It was gone. I wonder what I would have got partnership.
You know what? I tell people all the time, Mixer to me felt like a Black family reunion at times. And I say that because I met so many streamers on there and just going into so many channels and so many people, and the networking was awesome. You know, I didn't get a chance to go to the Mixer events. I was supposed to go to one before COVID. I was supposed to go to PAX East that was up in Boston before. No, yeah, I was supposed to go to PAX East, and then I was going to go to PAX South before COVID hit and shut everything down, and to also go to E3. Yeah. But their events was so good. You could see all the Mixer streamers unite and talk and have a good time. And like I said, I mean, I enjoyed it, but it seems like everybody that I knew from Mixer, like, you just know, for somebody that was on there it's like, you know, everybody. But that's a good thing, man. That's why I try to network. You know what I'm saying? Like they say, man, you got to be active in the community that you like or whatever. Right. Be active in everybody community. That's what I say. Yeah. Yeah, you know, show the love. Show the love.
Like, yes. I'm active in probably about 4 or 5 communities. You got Versina Hart, you know, she's a streamer. Mm-hmm. Versina, you got PDA Crew, and some other ones. I ain't for the name of them, but yeah, but that, you know, be active and get to talk to the chat, and, you know, get to know people in there. You know what I'm saying? Because it will return a favor. You know what I'm saying? That, you know, if you make yourself relevant and stuff like that. So.
Right. So talking about that, so let me ask you then, so because you just named, you know, the PDA Crew, you know, me, Maestro, and who streams, and you talked about Racina, but who is the streamer that you, when you're not streaming, you know, you're just relaxing, who is your main go-to streamer? Who's that one streamer that says, if they're on, I'm watching?
That's a good mix. Really, I don't have a favorite streamer.
Really?
To be honest, I mean, I don't have nobody, I gotta watch, you know what I'm saying? I don't, but I watch them. I try to watch everybody that I follow, or everybody that's live at that time. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But I try to watch everybody that I follow. You know, I really don't have a favorite. You know,
that one go to. Okay, no, that I respect that.
No, go to or whatever.
I respect that. Like I said, no.
Now, what, you know, I watch y'all a lot. I guess you could say I do watch you a lot. I watch Marisol a lot. You know, our main crew, whatever that we rock with. But other people, I mean, I can name people that I watch all the time. Like it's called. His name is Buck Wild. Y'all see him on my when I host him or whatever. His name Buck Wild. I watch Quinnicus.
Quanticus. Oh, that's my guy.
Him.
That's
yeah. I watch him.
That's you know? Yeah. That's
Versina Hart, DJ Merkout. I watch them when they stream.
Okay.
I used to watch Tim the Tap Man. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I used to watch him. I watched a lot on Facebook. I watch Rasta La Vista.
Ross, yeah, Ross is
watch
my
him.
guy. Yeah, that's my guy too.
Yeah.
Shout out Ross. He from Brooklyn too. Big up Brooklyn.
Yeah. He got Nina BlackPharoahGaming on Facebook. I watch her.
Okay, yeah, Nina, yeah. She's always sending us 100. Shout out to Nina. She's always sending us 100 invites to a game, and we're not trying to play multiplayer. But shout out. I'm going to try to get her on the show. So I like her. She's raunchy's not the word. She's real. She's real. Like just the
Right.
rage.
And if I get to call your name, just charge to my head and not my heart. You know what I'm saying? You know.
Nah, you name some.
You know. But yeah, I try to watch everybody. You know, I don't have a limit. You know.
Yeah.
On what I watch or whatever. If it interests me, then I'm gonna watch it.
Right.
Period.
Right. And that's one of the things that I've always said about the streaming, and that again within our community. When I say our community, I mean the Black community. Just keeping it 100. You can't expect a streamer or a viewer to stay in your stream for 4 hours. Like sometimes it happens. Right. Like honestly, if I'm watching somebody during the day. If I'm working, I may have it up where it seems like I'm in there 2 hours, but I'm not watching the full 2 hours. But if I'm at my desk, you know, watching, if I'm not streaming, and like, again, if I'm watching you, I'll have, you know, Marisol, I may have I'll have 3 or 4 streamers up across my monitors as well, because I believe in showing the love. But again, as Black people, our attention span isn't that long.
My attention span is short as hell. Y'all see when I game, I'm always eating on something. I can't stay still. I always gotta go to the bathroom.
Yeah, dude. I mean,
like, hey,
and that's why. And that's why I get mad. And that's why I get mad when we don't big up each other. We don't share each other. Like, you know, we're beefing with each other over some viewership. Like, you know, if I come into your stream, I'm gonna, you know, like I said, you and a couple other people are the exception that I stay in purposely longer, right? But for some of the other streamers you named that I watch, you know. I stay in the stream, you know, maybe 20, 30 minutes, and I bounce on to the, like, there should be enough love that I should not, like I said, I co-stream with you a lot, and I don't mind, because your viewers are your viewers, my viewers are my viewers. We have different, you know, our viewers going to have different tastes and what they want to see, but I shouldn't have to worry, like, there's no competition between us, because at the same time, we're collectively putting out good content. So your content makes good content for me and vice versa. And that's why when we laughing and kicking it, you know, when we get Frost or Jabo in, and we're laughing and having a good time. And I forgot what happened when we was playing zombies the other day, but me, you, and Jabo was playing, and we was laughing, and I was like, that's what real content is right there. When we're just laughing.
Yeah, what was we laughing at? We were laughing at something.
Yeah,
I couldn't even think what we were laughing
but we were
at.
laughing and having a good time. And I said, that's what real content is right there. When people are, you know, when they're not raging and tossing their controller or flipping their headsets off their ears.
Yeah, like,
when
it's no cause for all that. Like they just do that shit for the content.
Right. But when you're sitting there just laughing,
do that.
Right. When you're sitting there and you're laughing with the other people in there over some funny shit that happens in the game, it's like, that's what real content is. That's the genuineness to me of the content, man.
Spend too much money on my game system. You think I'm gonna punch my monitor and throw my damn keyboard?
Exactly.
They must be at their damn mind.
Exactly.
Yeah, I love my baby. I love my baby. Shoot, I pay money. We pay money for this. We work hard for what we got. We ain't finna tear it up now.
But the point is, you know, and that's also why, you know, I want to use this platform, because we should be celebrating each other. We should be big, and it's not just for us to celebrate within our own communities, but within other communities as well, and other races and cultures and nationalities as well. Because I have streaming friends as well from different nationalities and background. But the whole purpose is for us smaller streamers, if we unite and we work together and we build our path together, that's what makes us stronger. You know, when you have 2 small streamers, and if I have 4 people and you have 6 people, guess what? 10 people are really watching us collectively. Exactly. Doesn't matter. And that's the message that a lot of people miss. They miss that collectively. You have 10 people watching you. They may not be watching your stream, but they're hearing you as part of the content. And that's the message I think that a lot of people.
And that's what keeps us going. That's the reason why, like, I like the co-stream, you know. Yeah. It's a plus for your content too.
Right.
Now, don't get me wrong. I can stream by myself, you know what I'm saying? I can evolve both ways, you know. But I prefer co-streaming.
Yeah, it's fun. Yeah. It's fun. It's fun. All right. So this next segment here is brought to you by Diamond the Doula. If you're looking for a more holistic way, natural healing, natural oils and things like that, look no further than diamondanddoula.com. She has all your essential needs, not CBD, but all your other essential needs. I recently was diagnosed with a bad back, and I had she gave me some oils that really helped me because I didn't want to walk around smelling like I just came out of the hospital. And I can say that they've alleviated some of the pain. So again, go to Diamond the Doula. So again, go to diamondanddoula.com right now and order your essential oils today. So this next segment I call it the rapid fire segment. And I'm going to ask you 10 questions, and just give the answer that comes to your mind. If you have a story behind it, it's all good. But I want to ask you these 10 questions. And then, you give me your response. So first question I'm going to ask is Nintendo or Sega?
Nintendo.
Mario or Luigi?
Mario.
Console or PC?
PC.
Twitch or Facebook gaming?
Oof.
There we go. Stumped them finally.
I like both. Twitch.
Twitch. Okay. No, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Controller or mouse and keyboard?
Mouse and keyboard.
I knew he was going to say that.
You already know what I'm going to say.
Yeah, he was a beast of mouse and keyboard. Okay, I got another good one for you because I know your history. Call of Duty or Battlefield?
Ooh, Call of Duty. Ooh.
Call of Duty. Really? Whoa. Okay, hold on.
No,
I gotta pause there for a second.
Yeah.
I gotta pause there for a second. Only because
you can't.
Yeah, I can ask the question, but I got. Okay, I'm gonna allow you to rethink this because
you at least say road company.
No. Because I know. So, audience, let me tell you why I asked him this question, because DMO is one of the best snipers that I've seen in Call of Duty, hands down. Hands down, he's one of the best snipers I've seen. No matter if it's the HDR, the SPR, whatever R sniper it is, he's one of the best snipers, hands down. And he said he learned his sniping from playing Battlefield.
I did.
So that's why I had to throw that question. I had to throw that question out there because I was
real
really
bullet drop compensation comes from Battlefield because it's a real life immersive bullet drop. To me, it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I took that knowledge and put it over to Call of Duty.
Wow.
So yeah, Battlefield. I'm gonna say Battlefield.
You gonna switch it to Battlefield?
Battlefield.
Okay. I figured you would. I knew I was gonna get you with a couple of these.
Yeah, and don't forget Battlefield 6 is coming out sometime this year. I don't know when, but I can't wait.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We'll touch up. We'll circle back. We'll circle back on that because I want your thoughts on that. Would you rather have 100,000 followers on YouTube or 100,000 followers on your streaming platform?
$100,000 followers on my streaming platform.
Really? Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. I've gotten different answers to this question. So,
the reason why, because I never really been successful with YouTube. I'm successful with my streaming platform.
Understood.
So that's why I say my streaming platform. I already see my people where I'm already affiliate with in that stream.
Right. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not affiliated with YouTube. YouTube is too complex as far as the algorithm and all that kind of stuff. Is like I've had a YouTube account, that same account, DMO777. I had that account since 2006. Wow. I had that account for a long time. I'm still using it to this day.
That's what's up. That's what's up. All right. Couple of musical questions here.
Okay.
Big or Tupac?
Tupac.
Oh, okay. I
like Tupac.
Drake or Kanye?
Ooh. Kanye.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And the last one, actually, I'm going to throw a bonus one in there. So before the last one, Foxy or Little Kim?
Shit, Foxy.
Your face.
Foxy remind me of my damn wife. You know, like that dark chocolate skin. You know what I'm saying? Like, jeez.
Hey, yeah. No. Hey. Yeah. All right.
Foxy.
All right.
She was bad back in the day. Little Kim was too, but Foxy, yes.
Nah, Little Kim, I had that. I tell the story all the time. I had that hardcore poster of her squatting.
Yeah.
And I used to have it on my wall in my bedroom, and my grandmother flipped out when she saw it, so I put it behind my door. So every time my grandmother walked in the room, she couldn't see it because she never closed my door behind her. So, so I had to move that. But okay,
Yeah.
all right. The last one, and this is kind of a bonus musical question: Nicki Minaj or Cardi B?
Nicki Minaj.
Nicki Minaj. Wow. Why? And I'm just curious now. But this last one, I'm just kind of curious. Why Nicki over Cardi?
She has more of a punchline than Cardi B. To me.
Yeah. I can say she's got some one-liners. Yeah, she got some better
like she could make Cardi B. Don't get me wrong, she's more of a dancer. I don't think she's a rapper or whatever. I think she's more of a entertainer, dancer, or something like that.
Wow. Okay.
To me,
yeah, no.
If you think about it, that's how she started. I mean, she, what I'm saying, she do good on music, of course, but she really don't rap about nothing but ratchet. Weird ass put, what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
But you put Nicki Minaj and she's rapping about this, you rapping about that.
She got some substance to her rap.
Right. Yeah. It's she's telling a story kind of.
Right. No, like I said, I said,
that's how I look at it.
Yeah, I mean, I hope she comes back. I like her too. I like them both, but I've kind of gravitated more towards Nicki's music because it has that. They're both from New York, but Nicki has that more of that old school feel to her that I've always liked, and she's not all about sex and with everything is not all about sex, but she does, and she's kind of like a mixture between Little Kim and Foxy and what Lauryn Hill like. Lauryn Hill was a little bit more conscious than her, not as rough. Maybe Remy Ma, Remy Ma would probably be closest to me, but she kind of like in between.
You say Megan Thee Stallion.
I don't feel her
music too.
I don't feel her style though. I know she's putting on. She just won the Grammy and stuff, but it's just something. I'm not feeling her style. I don't. Her style doesn't appeal to me. She's nice looking young lady, and all that other stuff. But it just to me, like I said, even and this isn't even a knock so much on the female streamers, but when these female streamers out here with their boobs all out and stuff like that, like. Your content should sell itself. Like her music should sell herself. Like she shouldn't have to do a WAP or body yada yada. Like you shouldn't have to. That's what's selling, and I get it. But I like to hear something with some more, like you said, with some more substance, telling a story, I would like to hear that type of song from Megan Thee Stallion, not something that has a sexual undertone to it. That's just me. I'm kind of old school.
That song by Bruno Mars and Anderson .Paak?
I have not heard that. I've heard music. I've heard.
When I say that's music,
dude, I've heard a lot of good stuff about that album. I heard that mashup. Yeah. I heard that mashup was probably one of the best in years. Like, maybe even
if you like
better than Best of Both, like kind of like a Best of Both Worlds. But this took it to another level.
You get your soul, you get your R&B. You get your 80s type feel, you get your 90s type feel, the style. It got that Motown feel. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Music like that, R&B, stuff like that. That's what it sounds like. That's music. You know what I'm saying? Because it means something.
Yeah, because I actually like that Chris Brown Young Thug mashup. I actually like that. When I listened to a couple of songs and I was like, all right, that was fire. But this, I forget what they call themselves. Anderson .Paak, bro. I forget the group.
Silk Sonic.
Yes. Yeah. Because when I first saw the title, I was thinking it was something to do with Andre 3000. Because I'm like Silk Sonic, Silky Smooth. I'm thinking something Andre 3000.
You know who named that?
Who's that?
Them?
Who?
Boosie Collins.
Really?
You know Boosie Collins named Babyface.
Wow, I did not know that.
He named Babyface because when Babyface was they was practicing at the rehearsal. Boosie Collins was come in and Kanye. I'm gonna say Kanye. Babyface would come in and Boosie Collins out there. He said, "What's up, Babyface?" And then the whole studio would laugh. so that's Boosie Collins' name, Babyface.
Wow.
Then
gave them Silks. I've heard nothing but. I'm gonna have to go put that music on my in my eye.
If you look at the Breakfast Club, with them with the interview with Bruno Mars and Anderson .Paak, you'll see what I'm talking about.
I'm gonna check it out. I'm definitely gonna check it out.
Look at the Breakfast Club. I think that's what they talking about.
For sure. So before I close out the show, let me ask you, and I think you kind of touched up on this. What is the one game that you're looking forward to coming out within the next year or so?
Fallout 5.
Fallout 5. Okay.
I like Fallout 5. That's the only RPG I like, period. Hands down. But something about the game draws me to it. I guess it's the mechanics in the games where you can be out in the wasteland and then make your own decision based on what you do and craft weapons and, live underground.
Yeah, no. I've watched people play that series. I never got into it, but because I know the Fallout 76 was a failure, right? I think that totally bombed.
I didn't like Fallout 76. They should have stopped at Fallout 4 and that was it until they came up with another game.
Okay.
I didn't like 76. I didn't like it, but the main Fallout, which should be Fallout 5 or whatever they're gonna call it, I would like to see that game.
Okay. And what about Battlefield 6? I know we touched up on that, but what about Battlefield 6?
Battlefield 6. I would like to see Battlefield 6.
Now, do you? Okay.
Go ahead.
Now, do you think that Battlefield 6 can overtake Call of Duty? Do you think it has that potential?
It's gonna overtake it for a little while. It's gonna be like any other Call of Duty game. It's gonna have hackers, just like Battlefield 4 and 5.
Really?
It's gonna be the same issue.
So the hacking was that bad in Battlefield?
Yes.
Really?
It's gonna be the same issue.
I didn't know.
The same exact issue.
I mean, you hear about it more in Call of Duty now because Call of Duty is obviously the more popular
it's the mainstream game.
But I didn't know. I didn't know honestly, I'm not being. I really didn't know Battlefield had a hacking problem like that.
That's the first game I streamed on Facebook.
Battlefield 5.
Battlefield, and that's when it was popular 2 years ago. Battlefield 5.
Yeah. I have it. I played it for a little bit, but it just started getting too stupid.
Yeah,
I like the fact that you can destroy the buildings and stuff. I always like that fact that they added that feature. You could be in the building sniping, and they blow up the building, the whole building collapses on you and kills you. Like, I like that.
Yeah,
because it reduces camping.
It's more immersive.
Yeah,
it's more immersive. But that's when Ninja. That's why that's how I found out about Ninja, the best sniper, and I was like, he's sniping. No, Ninja goes 500 meters in the air and kill somebody 1,000 meters away. Like, what?
Wow, I did not know the hacking was that bad in it.
Yeah, hacking's I think all first person shooter game is you got hackers in it.
It's crazy.
It's crazy, ain't it? But Battlefield, that was the game 2 years ago, and then Cold War came out. Everybody was like, I'm taking a break from Battlefield now because Cold War is going to come out, and now Cold War got dealing with the same issue.
Yeah, it's terrible.
And hackers,
it's terrible. And they'll never put an anti-cheat out because they're the ones. To me, they're the ones that selling the cheat. Yeah, they're the ones selling the cheat. Because if you ever watch the first season. If you watch the first season of the CDL League, you'll see the hacks. You can see from a viewer's perspective the enemy guys behind the wall. And if you watch the first season last year of the CDL, it's the same hack. Now, if we start seeing hacks with the new season they show like the full body a little bit more. If we see that in hacks, then we know somebody from Activision or Sledgehammer or Infinity or somebody from there selling that hack. If you see that new hack come out, the wall hack.
Exactly.
All right, D. So tell everybody where they can find you and what. And again, we'll have the links in the description. But tell everybody where they can find you and what days they can find you on streaming.
Well, y'all can find me on twitch.tv/DMO777Gaming. I stream on Twitch from Monday, Tuesdays, some Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays. And then sometimes Sundays, basically I try to stream every day or whatever, but those are my main days. I said, you can find me on twitch.tv. If you go to my About page, you see my Linktree links. I have all my links down to all my social media handles. So you follow me there. I'm on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook gaming and stuff like that. Y'all can just follow me there.
All right, man. So like I said, my brother, I want to thank you so much for coming on the show. I appreciate it. Like I said,
me, man.
I learned a lot about the House of DMO. I consider myself a resident of the House of DMO, and
yes,
it was really, really, really great talking with you, man.
Yeah,
appreciate you.
In the house, man.
Yes, make sure if you're listening to the podcast or you're watching the podcast, make sure you go ahead and check this, man. Like I said, you will not be disappointed with the content, with the sniping, with the skill set and everything. So, with that being,
I don't hit 100% of my shots.
Nah, he hits a lot of them. Don't let him fool you.
Nah,
he hits a lot of them. He lying. He being that's that humbleness that he was talking about earlier.
Just don't give me enough time to headshot you. You better keep moving. That's all I gotta say. If you keep moving, I might not can't get you, but if you stay still, I'ma pop you.
Oh man, that's good stuff. So as I always close out the show, you could have spent your time doing anything in the world, but you spent it with me. Yo, big up Brooklyn. Yo, Pharoah is out.
Holla.
It's Team Run, baby.